All right, we're up and running. Hello, Internet. How we doing? Don't mind me. You'll probably hear me sucking on that for a little bit because I have a milkshake at the moment. But yeah, instead of Vampire Survivors tonight, and so I wanted to work on this Ridercraft Museum version, technically 2.0. More like 5, because I've done like 5 versions of this. But yeah, just to give a big overview, this is what it looks like right now. You may notice that there is a lot of real estate that I've just carved out. Don't worry about all this. But inside, yeah, 1 second. I need to get a drink of water real quick. Trying to clear my throat. But yeah, much like the last one I did, the first floor is, or the first room you really walk into is a final form display room. So all of the rider final forms. Before I had like a bunch of like tertiary plus like form changes and stuff, but here it's just main and secondary because there's honestly not enough room for everybody, which is fine. Also, this is running the updated version of the mod that came out today, technically. So, hooray! I'm just getting this to there for usage later. But yeah, all the textures and stuff. I think all the armors are been remodeled so that they're slimmer. And then all the Kuga textures have been redone. But yeah, you got Kuga through Eats. Because I assume we still do not have Gotchard stuff. Or Gotchard up to Rainbow. Where even is Gotchard up to at this point? Excuse me. Yeah, we just have basically up to higher Gotchard. But yeah, we have up to Geats. Since we don't have Gotchard and Ram doesn't have their final form. Only just now. I believe they put the Fies like V Cinema stuff in. Oh yeah, all the Kuga stuff got redone. So these are all like brand new textures. Oh, there's a Kuga's tomb to find the Kuga stuff now. Okay. Good to know. Alright, to the Phi stuff. Yeah, there's mission memories, so I assume I pop on the Phi's real quick. Phi spell. Phi spell. I hit this and... No! Oh. It's technically a different belt. I don't know why I thought otherwise. So there's Phi's next. I wonder then... Because there's technically Axels for Phi's next and Kaisa next. Do those... Okay. So that puts you into Axel form still. And then that is the regular Kaisa belt. There's Kaisa next. And then there's Muse. Because I have saved a spot specifically for next Kaisa. Because otherwise we didn't have a final form there. So now we just need at some point to get an Ibuki final form of some kind so we could put in the slot here, and then everything kind of like lines up a little better. Ish. I think. Blade. Ibuki. How about a decade double. Desert game, right? Big build. EO01. Okay, so it'd still be off. That's fine. But yeah, this is our final form room. This is a staircase up to the next floor, which will be basically additional riders and stuff. It's like the plan for all this. But for now, we're gonna come over here to the show riders. And this I basically just did basically all the show ones, which because since I knew about this. But I got G here. But it's basically all the show riders. So Ichigo Nigo, the 6 chakra riders that showed up to V3. Zekross, Black, Shadow Moon, RX, Shinzen OJ. Left a spot here for the first and the next. Ichigo, Nigo, and V3, since we don't have those yet. I assume we still don't. We have a fake Ichigo. Ah, stage show. Okay. And then Guy is from a novel. I'll figure out a spot for Gaia later. Yeah, I left a slot open for them because I basically wanted to do all of the Showa Rider, like, modern stuff. So the Amazons trio of Mega Alpha Neo, Black Sun and Shadow Moon, Mantis, if they ever decide to put Mantis in here, because I might as well put her in. She's basically the third most important character in that show. I just went past it, I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I don't have her belt still. And then it's Ichigo, Nigo, and then 2+1 from Shin Kamen Rider. I forgot to leave a slot for Reigo and the Bada Augments, which is basically the Shocker Riders of that movie. But we'll change that because then I put the Go Riders here because fuck it, why not? I don't really have another slot for I'll have a better place for these guys. They basically count. And then coming in here, we've got the main Heisei Phase 1 riders. Basically Kuga through Decade. I tried to keep it to like the main like 2 to 4 riders of that show. So it's Agito to another Agito, and then it's just Ryuki to Oja, and then those 3 because they're the only ones in 5s. The core 4 Blade Riders, the core 4 Hibiki Riders, the core like 5 Kabuto Riders. I cut Dark Kabuto and the Hoppers. Went with these core 4 for Kiva, and then the 2 Decades. And there's plenty of slots open if I decide to add more. Oop, I forgot to take this out. I was using this for... It is weird to be doing this with sound, because I've been doing all this without sound, because I just didn't bother to change over all the audio stuff. Kind of separate Phase 1 and Phase 2, and kind of an extension of the final forms. Here's like, basically what I have is the extra final forms, like the step above final forms, since that's kind of a Phase 2 Heisei era thing. And beyond, even though I've kind of just made up some of these as we go. This is like Double Extreme, Tajador Eternity, because I think that fits better. Because it's either that or Super Tatoba, and I kind of prefer Eternity, even though it's a barely a recolor of Tajador. The Meteor and Nadeshiko Fusion States, Infinity All Dragon. This is technically Gaim arms. This is Gaim with the Gaim Rock Seed. Like, you can't... It's a little hard to see. Okay, let me pull this off. And, oh, that's fine. Let me pull this off and put it on. See, you can see the Gaim head on the back. But otherwise, it's basically orange arms. This is like the closest thing I could come up with for a Gaim one, because Gaim doesn't have anything else. Literally. I think the only other option would be like Gaim Ichigo arms, like Rider Ichigo, not Strawberry Ichigo, since that was technically used in a movie. But I kind of like the dumb idea of Gaim arms. But Drive Special, Tenkatotsu Ghost, because it's like kind of 3 icons that are used by him and Spectre and Necrom, even though not quite. It's like the closest thing. X8 Creator, Cross Build, Omaform Geo, 03, because again, 01 has like fucking nothing that didn't try to kill him twice. It's like, what is it the other extra forms? Well, there's 001, which is basically his equivalency of Come Joker, except it tries to murder him. And then there's Hell Rising Hopper, which tried to murder him. So, no to both of those. And I'm like, well, Arto technically didn't use 03, but I'm like, fucking 03, I guess? Like, I don't know. Thanks, 01, for not having, like, anything extra. Bahamut Saber because, again, there's like no other real options. Because the only other two options would be like one of the other two, like cross saber forms, and I kind of like Bahamut better. True Revice or True Rex, I believe. I believe it's called True Rex. Let me see. Revice Shin. But this is from like the last stage show for Revice. It is basically Thundergale, but in proper Revi and Vice colors. And then Geet's Oneness. The Shining Gotchard from the movie will go in this slot since it is basically what the same idea here. We don't have one for Gav just yet because the movie's not out yet. I think as long as the movie gives us something that like is close enough, I'll be happy. I forgot to move these as well. I was using these as a measurement to make sure I got the staircase in the same position in every room. But yeah, Harry Ann in phase 2. Again, kept it to the main like 2 to 5. Well, 6 actually. I try to keep it to the main important writer, so like you've got Double and Axel, you've got O's, and then the 2 Burfs, and you got Meteor and Forza and Meteor. And then for Wizard, it's like Wizard, Beast, the 3 mages, because I'm pilled like that. Oops. And then White Wizard. And then just the core 4 guy. I'm tempted because I have like the room, like a little bit of extra room, to throw in Gridon, Knuckling, or Gridon, Bravo, and Knuckle. To say other 3 important like Gaim writers, but I might not. Drive, Mach, Chase, Ghost, Spectre, Necrom, X-Aid, Brave, Snipe, Laser Turbo. Again, I'm Laser Turbo here because it looks better than to have the bike form. The Core 4 build plus a Volt, and then the Core 3 Geo plus Tsukiyomi and Oma. And over in the Reiwa era, 1. Core 3, 0-1, Core 3 Saber, Core 3 Revice, the Core 4 Geets, and I wanted to make sure, because like I did in the other museum, all 4 of them have boost legs. Because it just feels a bit more complete just to have all of them with the boost legs plus their main armor. Core 3 Gotchards and the Core 3 Gavs. That is where we're at currently. But as you can see, I might have been carving out a lot of real estate for this damn thing. I need to carve out this stuff a little bit more. So 1 second. Me. Where's my cut? I'm gonna have to use a new like build tool because the mod I usually use doesn't work currently, which is fine. This is actually proving fairly useful. We're just gonna say like right there. But yeah, I've been carving out a lot of real estate and stuff because I kind of want to also grab the structures and stuff they've made for Ridercraft and kind of like dot them around the main area. If you're wondering what all that is, those are lightning rods to make sure this doesn't get struck by lightning. That's it. They're there to make sure that nothing gets struck by lightning. Oh, you... I love it when I miss a line. Also, yes, some of these extend way farther than they should, which is oh well. I don't know why that one block is there. Okay, it pasted. I was like, did it paste? Oh no, it did. Whee! But the plan is to have like the structures kind of dot the area and kind of show them off in like one centralized area. I need to figure out how to do waypoints, so that way I could find this again. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to go... I guess I'm gonna go get the Dano ones, because I kind of want to get the Dano trains. Whee! There's a Gal liner. I'm mainly looking for a Den liner at the moment. There's Zero liner? Yeah, that's a Zero liner. There's the blue one. There's, I think, another blue one, but it's like carved in half, which doesn't help me. Ooh, 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 there we go. Right? Or, oh, no. Is that the Mega Liner? I see the purple. Yeah, that's the Mega Liner. I assume there's like a Negadino boss block in here. Yep. That doesn't help. That's close, but not what we need. There's another blue. It's another 0 I can see on the mini map. It's like down there. Yeah, it's another 0 liner. Da-da. Oh, oh, maybe. No. Oh, that's the 0-1. Damn. Actually, there. And liner 1? Yeah, because that's another Negaliner. 1008.40. There's the Kinteros one. I'm finding everyone but the main Denliner. There we go. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. I wonder if I have a fly faster with like a flight form. So 1 second. I go like Gold Extreme real quick. Oh, that's much better. Should have been in a flight form. Everything would have been easier. Is it 1008? Wait. Oh, is that it? There's the King Liner. Looking like it. Might be it. Yeah, hey, it's it. Oh yeah. You found a Denliner. Eee. Oh, whoops. This. This is very long. Copied it from wherever we were last at. Oh boy. Let me make sure I got every. I think go like 1 over. I think go like 1 over. Okay, yeah, that gets the stairs. Yeah, that gets the stairs as well. And nothing's missing. Fantastic. Okay. Boop. Wow, we ended up a decent chunk away. I have a teleport button. Thank you. Question is, do I want it on this left side or do I want it in the back? I'd take it in the back. That way I can kind of like line up all 4 of the main Deno time trains. Hey, Dubs Buddy, how's it going? Is the quotations fun also with 6? Or is it just with 1? Oh. realize there was a dispenser in here. I mean, I know it's 6, what happens at the end of that, but, I don't know if that ends up being worth it or not. Alright, now I need to find blue one. That's the purple one. I forget I have picture. Matters for one, I don't know. That's 0. That's new deadliner. Oop, oop, is that with the blue? Yes, that is. That might be a little tricky to grab, though. See if I can find another blue. Didn't some of those come out in the States? They were just the wrong number. I forget which one's which number. But like we got 6 stateside. I just forget if it was 6 or if it was another number. Like, hang on. Because I forget. It's really dumb. Oh, okay. No? Okay. Take 15. Or... Uh-oh. Why am I dropping frames? Okay. Stream had a moment there. It seems fine now. Another 0, another new. Here's the purple. Blue. Not gonna find one over the like finagle. Probably have to finagle it, that's fine. As long as it's complete. Oh, whoops. Up, dingus. And a little bit of the extra Sansa time stuff, which is fine. How far away am I from the museum? Oh, not that far, actually. Surprisingly enough, not that far away this time around. No, come back. Spots for days. Get rid of all this. Working on like the sixth version of my Ridercraft Museum idea. I'm basically copying the train structures they made from Kamen Rider Den-O into that's gonna got more than I want. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. So I'm having to go to the Sansa Time area where they have all the Den-O stuff. Grab the trains and then come back to the museum and kind of like line up the main 4 trains here. A little bit squirrely because of got a flight form on. I'm taking out all this extra junk that I got when I copied over the structure. Kind of clean things up now. felt like doing this instead of Vampire Survivors tonight because they put the new mod out, or new version of the mod out, and I was like, you know what, I want to work on this tonight before we do the Star Fox 64, which I tested it today, and oh boy, did the first level it decided to give me be like, bode well for tonight. Since it decided to give me, oh hey, you remember that stealth mission? We're giving you the stealth mission. And I'm like, fuck off. Why did you give me the stealth mission? Those out. I just have to find what these blocks are. Where's that? Alright, go.
You could just switch to survival and then pick up each of them.
That's what I was just about to do.
Just saying. Because I think it's stone slabs, and I think there is a custom block for the rails itself. You'll want a pickaxe.
Yeah. There we go. Polished basalt.
Oh, so it is all generic then. Okay.
Polished bass.
You know, all you have to do is swap to creative now.
Right. Granted, I need like one of you. Whatever this is. Smooth stone slab. Okay. Okay.
Or that I thought about that more than you did.
That sounds normal, to be honest. Oh my god.
That's weird that the ones for the pivot in aren't the smooth ones. Because I see it for both sides of it. It's like it's generating it weird or something. Because they should have been uniform. And then you go and break stuff.
Yes, as usual.
Also, when you pasted the den liner, you forgot to remove one of your wood blocks.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
I assume. Oh, it's the one up here.
Yep. You looked right at it, went to the other side and cleared out the other side and just ignored it.
That sounds right. To be honest, that just sounds right. So, I don't know if you heard me say what the Star Fox 64 randomizer decided to give me as my first planet.
Yep, I did.
That bodes well. Just like, hey, here is the stealth planet. By the way, also random items are on.
Just a minute.
What?
Go to the front of the den liner. When you go back, wow. Go to the front of any train in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it technically doesn't have to be going back to the den liner. Is it the non-polished stone slabs at the front of the den liner also?
Where on the track?
Yeah.
Or
at the point of the track. No.
Oh.
So it's only with that one? That's weird. Huh. That is so wild that it's only with the one. Because when you were at the back of it, I didn't notice it. So I'm like, well, wait, is the front screwed up and the back not? No.
Alright. Okay.
I never looked at the tracks when we were doing everything on ours because I wasn't worrying about getting that. I was getting the pieces from the trains themselves.
Yeah. Oh, no, this way. 1440. Nope. South. I hope this is the correct one, named one, because I don't remember what the names of the other trains are. I assume they're in that order. Or not, because that led me to another blue one. In fact, it's the same blue one I copied. Well, fantastic. There's another blue one. There's a zero liner.
It's weird. Your Sands of Time is not like the one that we've got on our server.
That's because I'm wearing double extreme night vision.
No. Oh. I'm talking about the train layout. Because there's gaps between all of yours.
Oh.
Ours, they're all on top of each other with trains rammed into each other.
Either that's the mod version or the world generation, because I'm running the new mod version that came out.
Generation.
Okay.
It has to be the world generation.
Yeah, because I updated the mod today, and I'm running that at the moment. Which means
but
the
it wouldn't have regenerated the extra areas, meaning that this would have been generated from the first time you
I
came here, essentially.
Which would actually be from this version of the mod, actually, because I didn't go till now. But yeah, we don't need it anymore, but there is now a structure to find Kuga stuff in instead of mining it.
After you've already mined everything.
Yes. Wait. There's a Kuga's tomb to go find stuff in. I'm like, all right, fine. That works. And also, all the armors are now slimmer looking, and the Kuga textures have all been redone. They're going to work on the Agito textures next, amongst other stuff. There's the Gao liner. Oh, is that the one I'm after? Please be the yellow one. Alright, it's the yellow one.
And it actually looks like it's in better shape than the blue one that you just grabbed.
Yeah. Yeah, having random item drops on the stealth mission, that go up.
Fair.
Just sucks. Not in a I'm going to die. It's more of just this is going to take forever. Because it was giving me more of everything else but bombs. Like I was getting
By the time you get to the boss fight, yeah.
I was getting wing repairs. I was at 9 lives.
Uh-huh. And struggling to get one bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the same problem. When you spend, I swear, 20 minutes on the boss fight, it gets annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice something that I thought was neat with the one that you've got.
What?
It'll copy the chests, but it will not copy the stuff in the chests.
Yeah. I forget the name of it. I had to use it because the normal one I use doesn't work because
They never updated it to the newer moddable version,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like this version that runs Ridercraft that they swapped to. Because like before I could easily make walls and
not just them, a lot of mods are swapping to it, I was noticing, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's a easier version to mod on.
Mm-hmm. But the bad part is like it works, but it crashes as soon as you try to do anything.
It sounds about right.
So I had to swap to this one. And I'm like, this one, I can't build structures very quickly because my previous one, I could be like, all right, give me a floor that's like 32 by 32, boom, done. Or like a wall or a staircase or anything like that. It just does that super easily. This, I can copy structures really fast, but building, though, I kind of have to do it vanilla, basically.
I'm sure there's probably a way with it, though.
There is a build gadget, but I haven't sat down and figured it out yet.
Something weird with the single car trains.
Oh,
because I've noticed that on both of them now.
I think it's supposed to be the track unfurling in front of them, and so they made that small material distinction to represent that. That would be my only guess on why that exists.
Maybe, but the track also disappears behind them, so shouldn't the front and the back both use the same then?
Correct. So to be honest, I have no idea.
If that's the case, then I can give you that, but there's track inconsistencies. Look at next time you're back there, look at the back of both of the single car trains. You spawned inside.
Yep.
A mountain.
I thought I was like crashed for a second, and then I'm like, wait, no, I can still. Oh, of course.
Yeah, and it's only the single car ones. Huh.
Maybe it's where they spawn, because I've had to grab 3 of these from the air, and the Denliner was from the ground.
Okay. So what I noticed with the back of the others, it is because of them being in there.
Okay.
It's some kind of weird bug with that. I noticed some of the track is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one right under the back end of both of the single car ones, but it's missing right here too. There's a weird skip in it too.
Yeah.
So it has to be because they're in the air. Cause see how it's a 2 block instead of a 1 like the rest of it is?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the same thing I was noticing on the back side of the other two. It's weird that it's that easy to spot. Because where it is on the other two, you really shouldn't be able to see it. This one, yeah, but the other two, no.
Oh, oops. Hmm. It's unevenly spaced would be the issue.
Yeah. Now, with the copy tool, you could copy everything like at that gap and move it by 1.
I can override it that
but
way.
what
It
about
always.
the back of the, what about the back of the others? Is it even unevenly spaced too, or is it actually just missing 1?
It's evenly spaced.
On the back of the other 2 trains that you've
Up.
copied.
Nope. And nope. And
Unevenly spaced. Yeah.
except for the deadliner, which I may have fixed.
No. It's like it's inconsistent with the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the front of the one that you just grabbed there and the back of the other 2.
Hmm.
It has to be a thing because they're in the air. It has to be doing some kind of weird floating point issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that as a pun there. That's probably some kind of floating point number system kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know how you would easy fix that.
Like move the trains closer together and basically cover it up.
Because, I mean, where it's at, the first one at the back of the blue, you could move everything back 1 block. That might be the only answer to do it. Move each of them 1 block. You tried to copy 138,000 blocks.
It takes the last position on the copy, even if it's in a different world. So it's like, that's not how this works.
Just gonna try to slide the train back instead.
I'll try to slide it
I
forward.
don't know. I don't know if that'll work. That might.
Granted, I did this with the wrong tool. I need my cut tool, not my copy tool. Fell off. My cut tool would be better for this than my copy tool, because otherwise,
After you quit falling off.
yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna ram another one in here.
I mean, that could be fun too.
That is not what I copied.
No, that totally is not.
Thanks, game. That is the wall from over there that I took out. Why are you copying that?
Is it because it's stored in the copy tool?
Nope, because I just copied this. So, no. I think it glitched out.
Well, I was just meaning if maybe the blocks are tied between two tools, maybe that would be why. Okay, where did it go?
All right, cut tool, why are you being uncooperative today? On just this and nothing else.
Is it in the ground like how some of them were doing
I
before?
I think I have to cut it first and then it will cooperate. There it goes.
Okay, and that actually will work. So now watch you ram it into the back of the den liner.
Yeah, that's the other downside to this tool. Is just like if you don't cut at the correct point, it is a nightmare to try to line anything up. Say there. That'll be close enough.
You got it. I think you got to move the stairs.
Yeah, it's there didn't come with.
I wonder with these, instead of trying to move the trains, if you could just move like the track and the train. Since it's only off by one.
Yeah.
You might could come like however far out you need to go for it to be the same spacing and then just bring it in. Because whatever track you're needing would just... Yeah, that should work for both of those. The question would be the front.
No, start over here. That way I can line it up. Line up this way.
You didn't fill it up. Because then that technically should overwrite the track that you've got there too.
Yeah, as long as I click the button to do so. Otherwise, it won't. It's in the ground.
Okay. That was just one of those, excuse me? Where did it go? And you can kind of use, I was going to say, you can kind of use some of what's there already to help line it up. Yay.
Okay.
Now, the last train, you're going to have to go a little bit out in front of it to grab the front part of the track since you went at the base of the train here. That or you're going to have to fill in. Oh, and this is the one that has the problem.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. You could copy part of the track and just paste it over there. Or cut part of the track and paste it over there first. Or do it that way. That works too.
Just make the track I need.
I think you need one more. Because I think you had 2 between trains up there. You might double check, but I think you had 2 between.
Yeah, I had to. It is satisfying to watch it all just kind of like disappear layer by layer.
I was wondering if you had to wait till it finished or if you could actually destroy as it's building.
You can destroy as it's building.
I didn't know if it would screw with it, kind of deal.
Not really, since it kind of like sets it layer by layer. Once that layer's in, it's basically set. Oh, that's the den liner. Through trains done. There's just like 4 more trains to grab and figure out what to do with them. On all this real estate I've carved out. Because it's not like I'm short on space.
You could just continuously make a conga line.
Yeah. Probably
You
just...
actually could. You could run, which you'd have to make the tracks manually, but you could make it curved and like run another train down the side or something.
God, part of me doesn't want to try to figure out that one. It's just like, because that rotate tool is only by 90 degrees.
You'd still put the train 90 degrees.
Right.
You'd just have to build the corner of the track if you wanted the tracks to meet. By no means am I saying try to figure out how to maneuver the train to do that. No.
Yeah, let's put this train at a 45-degree angle, even though 45-degree angles are not a Minecraft thing.
Nope.
I don't know if you saw how I've got the museum itself laid out.
Yep, I did.
Okay. I wish I had a better game option for this room. Because, boy, I've got nothing, to be honest.
I almost agree with you on saying that you could do Ichigo arms.
Yeah. I was thinking either... Oh, there's a copy of the legs on there.
And I guess I should, clarify, not strawberry Ichigo.
I always say Rider Ichigo to differentiate them. It's like there's Ichigo and then there's Rider Ichigo. Because otherwise it's just like, that's the same thing. Yes, they're even spelled the same. Just for reference. Yep. I'm pretty sure they're spelled the same too. Even in Japanese. Yeah, because the other option is like, well, does the Short Rider Luxie do anything? Oh, it just gives you Ichigo arms. Fair enough, even though... Are the rest of the Short Rider armor? No. I was trying to remember if, like, the rest of the Short Rider armors were ever shown. No. Because, like, all of these are from Gamba Rising? So you're Gamba Rider or Gamba Rising at the time. Which is why we know, like, what, like, Deno looks like. Even though that was never a thing. I think the only other thought I had was Game Silver Ringo?
Does it actually do, like, some form of transformations now?
It does a little smoke particle effect for everything.
What about if you're in third person?
It does that for all of them. Even when you put it on the armor stand, it'll do that.
Huh. That's actually kind of neat. Then that lets you know, too, if it actually worked.
Yeah. They added a rider kick as well. I forget what the button is. Can't see it.
I would not recommend doing it inside.
I'm aware. I'm also not sure who all has it. I know Ichigo has it, but I don't remember who else has it.
I know it probably never could happen, but it would be neat if we could get like the rider-specific rider kicks
Mm-hmm.
with like some kind of jingle or something.
Yeah.
But I know that probably could never happen.
I know someone has a data pack in the server for sounds. The only reason that the main crew doesn't want to do sounds is because that's a stupid amount of resources in like size for all of it.
Which is why I'm like, yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with them not doing that. But it would be nice if, like, one day once the mod was near complete and it was more in maintenance mode, just kind of poking around doing stuff like that.
All right.
And by maintenance mode, I mean, yeah, obviously you're going to have new rider stuff all the time to be able to add to it. But right now it's in get everything that has came out in the game first. Does it have fire effects?
It has like a smoke effect, I think. Oh, oops. Activate sticky keys.
Oh, it's smoke effect. Okay. I thought I saw stuff flying from...
I think if you hit something, it does fire. Let me see. Yeah, if you hit something, you get fire. Like an entity, you get fire, but otherwise you get nothing.
Oh, God.
And the only way you know if something has rider kick is if it has the rider kick effect, basically. Because I think Ichigo has it, and I believe Kuka has it, but those are the only two examples I have seen that have that on it, because they've showed it off in videos. Because, like, you see, Double Extreme doesn't have it, and I'm pretty sure, like, Vanilla Double doesn't have it either. Yeah, no, Vanilla
Gold Extreme totally should have it, but...
This is we just added this thing on a whim. We're working on it. Much like everything in this mod, half the time it's just like, we added this thing. Why? Because we could. That's it. That's the only reason why.
You know, Double's the weird one. Because I would almost think that the only form combination that should have a proper rider kick should be Cyclone Joker.
I was trying to remember besides that one, which ones even did a rider kick to start with.
Because, truthfully, yeah, we do. I was going to say, truthfully, we don't really get to see Extreme do it, but yeah, we do, but not enough.
It does. It has that, and it has like the Prism variant of it. And then like Gold Extreme's only finisher is the kick. And then
Gold Extreme's only use is the kick.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I mean that as literally, that is the only time that we ever see that.
Mm-hmm. Fang Joker has a kick. But then like the other ones
but it's not a proper rider kick.
Yeah, it's the same kick as Axel, where it's a spin kick.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, honestly, that one I couldn't say.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, when I was saying that, I'm not counting Extreme and Gold Extreme because, I mean, it's a final form. Most final forms ought to have a rider kick.
Mm. Also, I completely forgot about superhero time happening. It's like, oh, did the block happen? I should check. Apparently, they put out a poster for the new arc for Gav, and oh, hey, look, there's Ram's upgrade in the poster. Because they just do that now. Is this to show it real quick? There's, I guess, the poster for the final arc of Gav, I guess? I wouldn't think we'd get another one. So there's Ram's upgrade. Also, I think Master Gab debuts next week, because as I'm scrolling through, I see pictures for next week's episode. It's like, oh, Master debuts next week. I expected to debut soon, since it's the same thing for both. And I have a gut feeling that that's going to be pushed as the final form going forward. I don't know if they would have it be Master in over be the final form going forward. It's mainly going to be Master. Okay, good. I was wondering if it was randomizing the dialogue on the opening every time, and it's like, oh yeah, no, the first line is randomized every time, even if I'm just sitting here. Good.
Also,
Great.
I will be right back, and then we can transition.
All right. I need to get side stream up before I forget. Oh, good. Majay Girls Remix dropped. Fantastic. I can watch that after stream.
All right, I'm back. Got side stream.
Yep.
Capture card. All right, I'm fully ready then.
All right, I'll take stream down. We'll be right back with Star Fox 64 Randomizer here in a second, folks.